Palestinian health officials say at least 35 people have been killed in an Israeli airstrike on a camp for displaced people in southern Gaza. It happened in the al-Sultan neighbourhood in the city of Rafah, a district that had been designated by Israel as a humanitarian area. Fires tore through tents, with many of the injured taken to hospital suffering serious burns. Israel has confirmed the strike, saying it targeted a Hamas compound where militants were located. Most of the dead and injured are reportedly women and children. Shocked witnesses have described chaotic scenes.
They burnt the people. They burnt them. They burnt a whole neighbourhood. People are still burning. What else can I say? I cannot say anything. All of a sudden, a missile fell on us, on a neighbourhood. All the people are burnt. Go and see what happened to them.
Hours earlier, Israeli air raid sirens were set off in Tel Aviv for the first time in months. Hamas has released footage it says shows a barrage of rockets being fired. There have been no reports of casualties. The Israeli military says a number of projectiles were intercepted.
Hamas terrorists in Gaza fired 8 rockets at central Israel from Rafah, sending millions of Israelis to bomb shelters. Hamas launched these rockets from near 2 mosques in Rafah. Hamas has been attacking Israel from Rafah, and Hamas has been holding our hostages in Rafah, which is why we have been conducting a precise operation in Rafah.
Meanwhile, trucks carrying desperately needed aid have been able to enter Gaza from southern Israel. Egypt is refusing to reopen its side of the Rafah border crossing until control on the other side is handed back to Palestinians. A new agreement has been struck to allow aid to divert through Gaza's main cargo terminal. The aid deliveries had stopped earlier this month when Israel launched what it called a limited incursion into Rafah to target Hamas. Late last week, the International Court of Justice ordered Israel to end its military offensive in the densely populated southern city. And in Brussels, representatives of 38 countries have met, calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The talks were co-chaired by Saudi Arabia and Norway and take place after a pledge by Spain, Ireland and Norway to recognise a Palestinian state. Participants at the Brussels meeting have called on stakeholders to work towards a 2-state solution.
It's really a terrible situation now, but it can get even worse. If we do not move forward, we will go even deeper into an abyss of violence, inspiring more violence, a circle of violence.
There is a consensus, I think, among the international community that the only way to ensure the security, not just of the Palestinian people and the rights of the Palestinian people, but also the security of Israel, is through a 2-state solution. And we must do whatever we can to keep that solution alive.